I do not think he's insane. I think he suffers from extreme grief. I think he
I don't believe he's crazy. I think he experiences outrageous misery. I think you, as one of the craftsmen that I work with, said maybe battling with a little purchaser's regret. No one with me, everyone here, have on a check, have them quite recently here, like haha, chuckling at jokes, giggling at the raps, and spread the word about these beats in my mom's cellar. You're as the specialist who killed Don West. I assume I was set up as the fall fellow, so Puma Wright has a few contemplations on Kanye purport. Edley forfeiting his mother D. West for popularity. And it seems like Panther is expressing Kanye's new battles are all a consequence of him having a blameworthy outlook on dying for cash. And a claim there's been a ton of hypothesis throughout the long term about D. West's passing, and however it was formally decided that D kicked the bucket because of post-employable entanglements from restorative medical procedure. The specialist who worked on D guaranteed Kanye knows the genuine truth about how and why his mom kicked the bucket, and Kanye himself caused disturbances when he told the paparazzi that his mother was forfeited, while additionally hinting that numerous other celebs surrendered their friends and family for a claim. And as per Panther, Right, Kanye is currently having purchaser's regret, since he lost the individual he cherished more than anything. Just to acknowledge cash and distinction can never supplant what he surrendered. Yet what do we truly have some familiarity with Dan West? Demise? And what did Panther White uncover about his supposed penance, and maybe feels somewhat better about a portion of that his decisions in his more youthful years? Perhaps that is the reason he's ready to discuss his mother being forfeited. So in the event that you missed it, Kanye as of late circulated around the web again, after a video of him going off on everyone. Individuals who double-crossed him became a web sensation. Kanye will, before long, delivery another joint venture with K. Dallas Syme, and recently he had a listening party in Las Vegas with a lot of his industry companions. Yet after the party in his in-suite, Kanye went on a wild tirade guaranteeing he has no companions, left, and it's just him and God now, since everybody he adored has either kicked the bucket or sold out him. Yet I don't trust in no one except for me. I for why don't got to express we with you. You're not with me, nobody's with me, cuz no one's truly with me. It's me and God that is what I'm talking about. When I previously put the tweet up, I was managing a separation legal counselor, and I made sense of I clarified for the attorney what my issue was, and his reaction was to me, "You keep up this enemy of Semitic way of talking, then you won't see your children." And I realized said I could never have an assessment or I wouldn't see my children. You all know who you all playing with. This is a vessel of God. He going to copy all your down. I swear I knew the is attempting to make an during Yahoo, and during this, that is the reason I sit up while I still in the secondary schools now. Kanye was certainly talking a few realities there, yet you can tell that he's actually striving a ton, since he truly doesn't have anybody in his corner, and many individuals are expressing Kanye. Descending winding began after he lost his mother D. West presently. It's an obvious fact that Kanye was extremely connected to his mother, and in numerous ways D. West was Kanye's ethical compass. Yet there's one more side of the story, and word on the road is that the genuine explanation Kanye has been battling so a lot isn't on the grounds that his mother passed on, but since he supposedly permitted her penance. So this idea that to prevail in Hollywood, you in a real sense need to forfeit somebody dear to you has been around for a really long time. Yet it's uncommon for a hotshot frame celeb like Kanye to straight up just own it openly now. All of you realize what befell Kanye last year when he tweeted that message about going demise Conan on specific individuals. Kanye was in a flash, boycotted every one of the enormous partnerships, dropped him, and his alleged industry companions rushed to censure him. Yet even in the wake of losing his foundation, pummeling the entryway on huge cash bargains, and dropping the greater part his total assets, Kanye would not be quieted. And it was during one of his viral spats with the paparazzi that Kanye spilled some wild tea about the business and directly upset his mother was forfeited for his acclaim, and he additionally name-dropped a few other CBS whose friends and family passed on under dubious conditions, inferring that these were all industry forfeits. My mother ain't here, my mom was sacrific me to you. See, no doubt appreciate Michael Jordan. What might be said about him? His daddy Wright, Bill Cosby, his child Wright, Dr. Dre. His child, you Hollywood, many individuals come up missing. Feels like it very well. maybe a ton of that to control damage they need. To adapt and damage now. This wasn't the principal murmur we've caught wind of D. West passing being obscure. Danda died on November 10, 2007, at age 58 supposedly because of confusions from corrective medical procedure. Yet the underlying examination report wasn't exactly exact, and it expressed that various post-operative variables might play had an influence, while additionally adding that there was no proof of careful or sedative misfortune or any surgery issue. The representative clinical inspector presumed that the way of death couldn't be resolved following the coroner's report. The LA specialist sent off an examination and uncovered some serious soil on Dr. Jane Adams, the specialist who worked on Kanye's mother, and it worked out that Dr. Adams had passed disagreement with the law. He was gotten for DUI, and he had not one yet two major repayments for careful negligence. Other than that, after Dan passed, Dr. Adams began acting odd, and when he showed up on Larry Lord Live on November 20, 2007, he got exceptionally guarded and strolled off when interrogated regarding the techniques he performed on Danda, then only a couple of things having nothing to do with them. Would you prefer not to stand up? No, you'd rather not know. I don't. Okay, except for you came here to stand up. That is right. Yet, I will respect their desires. 2 or 3 few months after the fact, Dr. Adams returned for one more meeting with Larry Ruler, asserting he was there to protect himself and clear his name, yet he Woolley evaded the inquiries concerning what befell D, and he even brought his attorney, who hopped in at whatever point Larry attempted to dig profound. Did the examination clear you of any contribution? Do you think in her demise? I think the dissection justifies itself. Period. You realize? Larry, in the event that I can hop in here briefly, something that I needed to address here today is you at any point can express things about me. I can express things about you. Individuals can express things about one another out in the city, yet Dr. Adams is a doctor, and on the grounds that he's a doctor, he's in a position where he can't remark on any consideration or any conversations that he's had with any of his patients, including Dr. West and some other patients, so along these lines, and the way that Dr. Adams had a past filled with Dewey, and claims a great many people expected he accomplished something wrong during D's a medical procedure and was attempting to sidestep liability. Yet the story went in a new direction when Dr. Adams did an elite meeting on Inside Release and rambled a few wild cases about how Kanye realizes what truly befell his mother, which carries us to this entire thing. Kanye West can end this by coming clean, and what do you accept that reality is? The specialist had nothing to do with his mother's demise. D. West endured the medical procedure very well. She was at home. Did anything during that medical procedure turn out badly? No. Were there any complexities during the medical procedure? No. Was there anything preceding the activity that provided you opportunity to stop and think about working on this lady? No. Dr. Adams likewise pointed fingers at Kanye's cousin Stefan Scoyne, saying that Stefan, an enrolled nurturer who was purportedly dealt with D post a medical procedure, let her be after somebody gave her 20 pain relievers. Her medical attendant wasn't there. Her medical caretaker was gone to a child shower as opposed to dealing with his auntie. Is woman ought not be dead? You should simply sit her up, and each medical caretaker in the world realizes that her guardians gave her hold up 20 Vicodin tabs in under 20 hours. Yet Stefan rejected that he was the one responsible for D's post-op care, and he even took out receipts showing an email trade with D the prior night she passed, apparently demonstrating that he wasn't with her soon after the medical procedure. The specialist explored Dr. Adams' claims about Stefan Scoyne, yet they found no proof that would make him a suspect, and he was gotten free from any bad behavior. So as you can see, there are a ton of unusual subtleties encompassing Dan West's terrible passing, yet in the event that all that Dr. Adams said is genuine, Kanye is perched on the genuine tale about what befell his mother. Currently is likewise fascinating that back with regards to April 2018, Kanye reported he was thinking about putting a photograph of Dr. Adams on the front of his next collection, and he said the